Hey everybody, what's going on? As promised, we're out here at Sonoma Raceway, day 2 of our Ninja 400 ABS press intro first ride event, and we got to log some good mileage on it yesterday on the streets. Now it's time to ride it at the track. And it's important to mention this bike isn't a track bike. It's not for racing, it's not for competition, it's for fun. But Kawasaki is offering $500,000 in US contingency this year. So if you do want to go racing, you can with this motorcycle. So we spent most of the day riding this bike on the track, and it really is a magnificent bike. It is fun to ride. My God, I'm going kind of mellow right now because I've got a new rear tire, so I just want to break it in right. But what a fun bike. My God, this thing is just a total hoot to ride. It's got way more beans than the 300 or the 250 ever had. Way more beans. It's actually kind of surprising how fast it is. You know, when you're riding the old Ninja 300, you had to keep your momentum up all the time and try to never use the brakes. Well, this bike goes so fast now that you're going to have to use some brake. And it's a good thing that Kawasaki fitted that bigger 310mm rotor up front, because the brake is much more substantial and juicy feeling. When you squeeze that lever, there's a lot more stopping force there. You know, keep in mind it's a single brake setup, so it's not going to be anything to write home about, but it's got some force, as you can see here. Down into third gear. Love how this bike now has a gear position indicator, so you know what gear you're in. It's a much more sporty chassis. Much more sporty. You can really ride this bike a lot harder than you could ever have with the older bike. And that's why I like riding this thing. It really allows you to work on your skills, work on riding, work on getting better, work on hitting your lines, work on your brake markers. You take the power out of the equation with this thing. I think next lap we're going to go down into third gear there just to get a little bit more drive. This engine does have a good amount of power. It's definitely not too fast or overwhelming though. You know, if I was a novice rider, I don't think that it would be too much. You know, if anything, what it does is it gives you that you're going to be able to keep this bike and ride it for longer. You're not going to get sick of it. You know, with the 250 and the 300, you can outgrow those pretty easy. This thing you're going to outgrow a lot, not as fast. Wish we had some guys to play around with. Earlier today we were riding side by side with Ari from Motorcyclist and my buddy Rennie from Cycle News, and we're having a hoot, man. Like, these things are so fun to bash each other with, because again, the power is just, you don't have to worry about the bike getting all crazy. They don't accelerate that fast. I mean, it's fast enough to put a smile on your face, but not so much that you have to worry about killing yourself. Everything from the gearbox to the clutch, everything works really well on this bike. Probably my only one complaint would be the clutch. Yeah, it's got even more easy lever pull, but it almost is too easy. It almost kind of feels a little bit too wimpy for me. I wish it had a little bit more substance to it. You know, I can't knock it though, because, you know, most that are learning how to ride, you know, you can literally operate the clutch with one finger. It's one finger easy. but a little bit more of a substantial feel would be a plus in my book. You know, this suspension doesn't have any adjustment on it, but honestly, he doesn't need any. It works pretty dang well for a $5,000 budget bike. And this is some serious competition in the class. Like, I can't think of a better deal right now in motorcycling than this thing. This thing represents true value. I mean, $5,000 and you're here riding. $5,500 if you get the KRT ABS edition like we're riding here. And this is way more fun than riding a mountain bike. Way more fun. And I love me some mountain biking. You can ride these bikes just so, I mean, hard. Like, it's just, they just won't fight you. I love the ability to focus on what I'm doing here. Work the brake markers. Work on hitting your lines. These GPR 300 Dunlop tires, this is my first real time riding with them, you know, in a real sporty way here on the racetrack, and tires work real good. They're a little bit rigid feeling, not overly so, but they have a little bit more feel than the IRC Road Winners, I think, was the tire on the old bike, which was actually a good tire. It actually had pretty dang good grip. They were just really vague and numb feeling. Well, these GPRs have a little bit more of that road feel, which I really like. You know, when you really start getting after it, the tires do maybe wiggle just a little bit, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Kind of keeps you in check a little bit. And we're wailing. The thicker diameter fork's a big improvement. This thing just, it's a lot more stable when loaded. Doesn't feel so gummy and flexy. Wheelbase is more narrow, so it really is a nimble motorcycle. Still real stable though. I mean, these bikes don't make enough power to really get too crazy and out of control when you hit the throttle, which is what you want in a new bike. But look, we're going 95 miles per hour, 96, 100. We're not going slow. Felt the ABS kick in just a hair right there. Ooh, front tire kind of did a little number right there. It's easy to get over, get a little cocky on these bikes. So you really got to manage that. You know, they don't have the sheer handling performance of a super sport bike, so you got to be a little bit careful with them. But that ain't a bad thing. What a gorgeous day, man. That's what bike riding's all about. Well, that's all we got for now. We're gonna get back to riding here and do some more shredding. Let's do a wheelie first right here, huh? Got a little wheelie in there real quick for the photographer. Those guys love wheelies. Whoa. Watch out for that bump. Alright guys, that's all we got here from Sonoma Raceway. guys want to see more videos, see more stuff, make sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to watch. I have a whole bunch of videos to edit from the Panigale event and from many other events. So we're going to have some more stuff coming here soon. So tune in, subscribe, leave me a message, tell your friends, and let's make some more neat videos. See you guys.